Throwing an enterprise workflow at a standard AI chatbot is like driving a freight train over a wooden footbridge. Under pressure, it's designed to collapse. The failure is structural. Large language models operate on probability, predicting the next word based on patterns, not logic. When these stochastic models lack deterministic guardrails, they become unreliable for complex tasks that require absolute precision. Copilot Studio addresses this by providing a framework for triggers, advanced logic, and orchestration. It acts as the blueprint for an entire system, allowing administrators to govern how models connect to external services and internal data. Moving past the experimental phase of AI requires a shift from selecting tools to constructing these secure digital factories. A factory is only as reliable as its foundation. To stabilize unpredictable models, you need an environment where data access and agent behavior are strictly controlled from the ground up. This agent control model outlines the necessary progression for a secure rollout, from Zone 1, personal productivity, to Zone 3, enterprise management. The bottom layer enforces strict data loss prevention policies, governing how connectors handle sensitive information across all environments. By applying these sensitivity labels and access controls, you keep the model confined to approved internal knowledge bases. This restricts the AI's influence to verified data, preventing the hallucinations that occur when models pull from untrusted sources. Robust enterprise AI functions through the successful implementation of these technical boundaries and governance procedures. To understand how these governed agents actually work, think of them as heavy construction machinery. Every component must be built to handle a specific load. The engine is the backend. This is the custom code and the raw data stored in your internal repositories where the actual computational work is performed. The transmission connects that power to the user. This is your Azure infrastructure and the Model Context Protocol, which creates a secure, real-time bridge between your custom backend logic and the AI agent. The Copilot interface serves as the dashboard. It provides the controls and the feedback loop, allowing a human operator to direct the machine's specialized tools. Organizations that focus only on the dashboard without engineering the backend and the transmission will see their AI initiatives fail as soon as they are faced with enterprise-scale problems. Even a perfect technical architecture creates a single point of failure if the human workforce isn't restructured to support it. Deploying advanced Level 2 and 3 agents requires more than just technical access. You need a formalized AI coordinator. Without this role, the system depends on personal user accounts, making the entire ecosystem vulnerable to outages or security gaps whenever a single staff member is unavailable. You also need a context engineer, or curator. They act as the surveyor, ensuring that the agents are pulling from high-quality, structured datasets rather than a cluttered digital landscape. Finally, the domain expert must perform the final quality assurance. They use their professional knowledge to verify that agent outputs meet real-world engineering and compliance standards. Failing to formalize these roles leads to unmanaged agent sprawl, where redundant and misconfigured tools compromise the security of company data. When the infrastructure and the roles are in place, the end user becomes an agent manager. Instead of performing manual data analysis, they orchestrate a swarm of specialized agents to handle the heavy lifting. The economic shift is significant. While a human hour is expensive, the operational cost of an agent is marginal. By shifting a human's focus to orchestration, their overall value output increases exponentially. This requires new skills. The ability to set precise parameters, coordinate complex workflows, and perform the final, critical quality checks on an agent's work. Examine your own organizational chart. If you're building single tools without the back-end infrastructure or the human roles to manage them, you are building for collapse. Bridging technical architecture with a formalized human strategy creates a system that is resilient enough to handle the complexity of enterprise scale. Share this blueprint and begin engineering that.